Hey everyone, so this will be a Roblox gameplay comparison video here between the iPad 10 versus the Samsung Tab S9 FE. So of course do these one by one. We'll do a few games on each and we'll see how each of them do. We're going to start off here with the Samsung. We're going to start off with Arsenal because this game actually shows you FPS while you are playing it. I am not going to have volume on for any of these games. Because Roblox is terrible with copyright strikes, infringements. So we'll go ahead here, and we are going to do each of these as long as we can. We will do them all in max graphics on both tablets. As both of them should be able to play. Now I'm going to be terrible at these games. I'm sitting in a very weird position. I'm just not very good at Roblox in general. So up here, let's see. Up here does tell you the frames per second. It is incredibly hard to see on here because it's all mixed together. But we are sitting at 20 to 50 or so far. Hopefully y'all can really somewhat see that in this video. I don't know why it's all mixed together, but it is. We will just go ahead and playing without a keyboard is hard, or a controller. It's pretty hard. And like I said, I'm just not very good. So yes, I will probably keep on getting destroyed here. But of course, point is, yeah. So if we're just sitting here, it's somewhere around 20, and then it keeps going up and down up there. And of course, if you lower the graphics, it should be a little bit smoother. Should be a little bit better. But honestly, I think this is more than playable. And I know we're just gonna get destroyed. And going over to the iPad 10 here. So again, we're gonna start off with Arsenal. And we will be in max graphics. There we go, max graphics. Zoom. Deploy, and you see up here, this is right now sitting at 60 frames per second. Not sure why it's all jumbled up on the Samsung. We can already see it's already sitting there at 60. So again, this is why we're starting off Arsenal, because you can actually see the frames per second. It's pretty much locked in at 60, it looks like. So it's definitely having a higher FPS than the Samsung was. I don't know why they make this button so big. It just gets in the way of your jumping and everything else. Hey, I got someone. Yeah, so this is basically sitting at 60. Actually, it looks like it's almost trying to go up to 61. So it's just you running here real fast. We'll start shooting around. Yeah, no, this is sticking at 60 frames per second. So bit smoother, if you will, on here. Back to the Samsung here. Let's go into the strongest Battlegrounds. This is a pretty graphically intensive game for Roblox. Again, we did not change the settings, but we are going to turn on, if I remember how to, there we go, performance stats, not that. Performance stats. So you guys want to see more stats, there you go. And for some reason they're weirdly on here on the Samsung. But again, we're still in max graphics. We'll just go ahead and let's see how this does as I get destroyed from behind. And yes, I am very much terrible at all these games. But you can see this is still nice and smooth. It's definitely better than other cheaper tablets. Both these tablets are here in the US $450 at normal price. Both of them are of course on sale right now for the holiday season. And we can see this is pretty smooth. And everything's covered in, I think, snow, right? There we go. Back to the iPad 10. Again, strongest Battlegrounds. We'll do the same thing here. Let's go ahead and turn on performance stats. And try to turn off leaderboard. And then let's go ahead and play. Now, when you cannot really see the FPS, because you can't see FPS on most of these games, you're not really going to be able to tell, at least I cannot tell much of the difference between this and the Samsung. But as Arsenal did prove, the Samsung is not as smooth on FPS as this iPad is. People interrupting my attacks. But so just like the FE, just like the Samsung, this is nice and smooth, and you're not going to have any issues whatsoever. And back to the FE here for one last video, or one last game. We'll do Yeet a Friend. I like to see this one, see how smooth it is when you're yeeting your friend, and see how much of the, we'll call it the board, you can see as well. So once again, just to prove that we did not change anything, we are still on max graphics. Go ahead and get rid of that. And let's go ahead and eat a friend. We'll probably just throw one person for each of these. So again, you can see the board underneath us. That white line down there is the game board. Well, I'm gonna call it a game board. So that is good. Really, there's no laggage issues. There's no, it's not freaking out at all. It is nice and smooth. And there we go. Everything nice and smooth. And once again, iPad 10. We'll do the same exact thing as we just did. Let that load on in. Get rid of this leaderboard. Prove that we're still on max graphics. And we'll eat one person. Or not, because it's now in intermission. And let's try that again. No more intermission. So once again, we can see the board down there looks just like it did on the Samsung. You can hit our boost here. Again, there is no laggage. Everything is nice and smooth like it should be. And again, if you guys want to compare the top bits, you can compare top bits here with the GPU and the CPU and all that good stuff. So there we go. Again, no issues, of course. So y'all let me know what you think. Would you rather have the iPad 10 or the Samsung S9 FE? Again, both these at regular price are $450. Currently, the iPad 10 is down to like 350 bucks, like 100 bucks off. Samsung was down to about 400. And y'all let me know what you think. Both of these are good for Roblox. But y'all let me know what you think. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you have a good one. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.